Then I will start this session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandala Karam Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traita Theorem originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwar. Let us pray our Guru to provide us the wisdom in a right manner. So, we are learning prologue. We learned last week that Bhagavan will born alive from the mother's womb, but we are not going to born like that, since we die somewhere else with our about to decaying body. We come out from the old body and join the newly born baby. So that's why we don't born alive from mother's womb itself. So the absolute soul who is spread everywhere, he is also spread inside the mother's womb and inside the fetus. Everywhere he is there. So he will come alive from mother's womb itself. That is why he is also called Khud. Khud means self, himself. He can born himself. He doesn't require sperm of a male to born. He can born from virgin woman also. Okay, so like that, Lord Krishna born. So his body got the name of Sri Krishna, and whatever he taught was Bhagavadgeetha. And now at present we are going to learn about Bhagavad-Gita itself. He taught only the Bhagavad-Gita. So we came up to that part. We'll continue. We'll move forward from there. So in Bhagavad-Gita, Bhagavan said that whenever people don't know about dharmas and adharmas go to the peak stage, then to reveal the dharmas, Bhagavan is going to come onto the earth to teach them. According to those words of Bhagavan, at the end of Dwapara age, Bhagavan born because during that time adharmas gone to the peak stage and dharmas got defection. Some people may get doubt over here. At the end of the Dwapara age, there were so many great people like Vyasa, Bhishma, so many people. During that time, how come it is possible dharmas got defection? So the answer for that is, during that time, people were performing so many penances, yajnas, yagas, vratas and kratus, like that, worships, lot many things. They did not know real dharmas. But the people got lot of devotion, but that devotion was on the demigods who are external. They did not have any focus on internal spirituality. So many rishis, that means saints, were there, but their focus was much more on the demigods in order to get something by doing the penances. They did not know about the yogam or unification. So there were many great rishis, but they performed the good deeds. Those good deeds give always punyam, that means merit only. They know only to get merit. How do they get merit? They know, but they don't know the way how to detach from the merits or punyam. So during that time, people knew ethics, did not know about the wisdom. Those people knew about justice but did not know about dharmas. During that period, Bhagavan born. Bhagavan taught Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita was taught by Bhagavan himself. So he drew a permanent line called Gita, but the human being failed to see it in a proper way because of the blindness of ignorance. Ignorance. So because of the greater ignorance, that became the blindness to him. So he failed to recognize these are dharmas, these are adharmas. Many people, many gurus came out to teach the wisdom, saying that this is the spirituality. Though they though they tried teaching the spirituality, but the Maya, which is inside every human being, so Maya made those gurus uh, put them into the illusion that they are really teaching the spirituality. So the Maya, which was made by uh, absolute soul, its duty is to walk against the absolute soul and make the teachings against the absolute soul. So, Maya is nothing but emotions itself. Emotions are inside human being bodies. So, nobody cannot recognize the Maya at all. That's why Maya is pulling all the human beings towards her. So many gurus got illusion, thinking that they were actually teaching absolute soul's wisdom, but because of the Maya, they they got illusion like that. But they were not teaching true wisdom at all. So that's the influence of Maya worked on those gurus and made them to teach non uh, other than the wisdom. Okay, so that's why they went into sideways, not straight forward into the absolute soul's way or God's way. So even though the known people, they got mistaken at the important dharmas, that is the work of Maya did with them. So the people who were teaching wisdom to the human beings, Maya made them to go into the sideways. Let us see an example over here. A Swami came to give a speech at one of the cinema 100 days celebration. So the Swami was bragging the director this way. This director was a great yogi. He did a lot of penance and made this movie. So we can definitely appreciate his penance with respect to this movie. He said like that. Here the director put lot of effort to make the movie. His effort is compared as penance over here, and also the director was called as a yogi. So who did that? The Swami called him like that. So according to this, whatever the Swami mentioned here, yogi, tapasvi, both are the same. So this is one of the incidents where Swami got mistaken and referred yogi and tapasvi both are same. So another example, let us see. A group of people from a town, they called a well-known Swami to their town. In order to convey that matter to all the people in the town, what they did, so they printed some invitation letters and distributed to all the people in the town, telling them to come and visit the Swami. So the people who printed that invitation letter know very well about spirituality. So in that printed invitation letter, they wrote the matter like this: Sri 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 Balabharati Yogi is coming to our town. All the devotees, please come and visit him. So he performed 12 years penance in the graveyard, that is called Rudra Bhumi, and he became yogi. They printed like that. So here he did penance for about 12 years in a graveyard. So he was called as a yogi. So they mentioned that he did penance and became yogi over there in the letter itself. So the letter who wrote was known as very great philosopher. Though he did not know the difference between tapas, that means penance, and yogam, unification. So they got mistaken that yogi as tapasvi, tapasvi as yogi. So this is against the dharma taught in Bhagavad Gita itself. So that means there is a defection. There is a defection to dharma taught in the Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavan said that whenever there is a defection to dharmas, in order to protect them, he is going to come onto the earth. So he said in Bhagavad Gita that tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. So that means tapasvi is different and yogi is completely different. So they don't know the greatness of yogam, and they are calling tapasvi as yogi. That is a clear mistake. So if you say like that, we are going against the words of God, what he said in Bhagavad Gita. So then we will become the one who defected the dharmas. And we will become the person who make the valueless to the words of God himself. So many bigger Swamijis are there. They are failing to understand a smaller wisdom over here, a common sense wisdom over here, and they are mistaken, means it is a surprising thing. So far, nowadays also, about 90% of the people don't know the difference between tapas and yogam, penance and yogam. That is a surprising thing. In many Puranas, that means mythologies, they wrote yogam and tapas both are one and the same. So they wrote like this: a Maharshi, a saint who was sitting in the forest, was performing penance. So Lord Indra appeared in front of him for his yoga diksha. That means deterministic yogam. So they wrote like that in one of the mythologies. In another mythologies mythological book, they wrote like that: a king was doing unification or yogam. Lord Brahma appeared in front of him with appreciating his penance, tapas. So these writings and teachings are against the slokam taught in Bhagavad Gita, Atma Samyam Yogam 45th one, Tapasvibhyo Adhiko Yogi. So what Maya does is, Maya can do the Jnanis also to talk against the words of God. That is why we should always walk in the way of wisdom with the base of science itself, with the science itself. If not, if we don't keep the science with us and walk in the way of wisdom, then what happens, so we will be, there is a chance to definitely go into the wrong path. Okay, so let us end the session over here. Let us do Mangala Prarthana. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodharpanam to everyone.